Hi, subscribers. It's another day. I am leaving the gym, and we have another big test today. So all my classmates and I are meeting early. We all are bringing food, and we're going to sit and study. I have oranges, carrots, and string cheese. It's good. I feel like I'm right now walking a fine line of having a breakdown or whatever. So I just worked out extra intense, and I think I'll put more focus and energy, because I still am going like 3 times a week, but I should probably, like, some of the last couple weeks the workouts have been a little quicker than normal, so I'll probably put more energy into working out over the next few days and weeks, so that I can stay healthy and manage all the things that I have to manage. I took a contracts exam, and, well, I have no idea. The contracts teacher, I like him a lot. Like, he's probably actually my favorite professor this year, but he is strict at grading those essays. And so, we've been handwriting everything. If I had a computer, I feel like I would have done a lot better, because, like, I feel like I've got all the information's in my head, and I dump it, but then I actually need to, like, move it around and reorganize it and everything else to write it correctly. It needs to be in the right order. So I don't think it was, like, in the wrong order. I just think I could have, like, better organized it than I had. So I know this professor prefers, like, it's important to him that we know the law, and so I feel like I did pretty well at that. Like, I feel pretty confident that I actually, contracts law, like, it all fits in my head, makes sense. So I am not sure I wrote the correct issue, and overall my analysis was probably, like, good. Like, I might have lost, like, a point on it, and then my conclusions were fine. And we, like, discussed after class, and we all had the same, like, conclusion. so but that's not always real. They don't really give you the most points for conclusion. It's more like every teacher's a little different, but usually rule and analysis is a pretty big deal. Some teachers issue and rule, but yeah. So I don't know. I'll find out in probably a week or so. I also just realized, so every year I pull David out of school the week of Thanksgiving, and we go wherever my sister is in this world, and we spend the whole week of Thanksgiving with her and her kids. It's like one of my favorite annual traditions. Not happening this year, because I not only have class Wednesday before Thanksgiving, I have 2 classes, because I would have a class on Thanksgiving that we bumped backwards. So I've got 2 classes the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So I'll be in school all day, like, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. I'll get home maybe 6:30. And so I will not have the energy to drive 5 hours to St. Louis. Maybe Thanksgiving Day, like, I could wake up early and drive there, but that's not ideal. Like, ideal would be to drive at night. It's too bad that there's not, like, a bus. If she lived in Chicago, we could just take the train and it'd be fine. That's also a 2-hour drive versus 5. So, something else, I'm changing the subject from holidays to school. So today I was thinking about this. When I first applied to Cooley, the way it was marketed is that the first year, like, they're applying to the Bar Association for Kalamazoo to be a campus. And while so far they've been qualified for the first year of classes you can take there, and then after that you have to go to Grand Rapids. So I figured, like, 1 year here, maybe 2-3 years in Grand Rapids. Well, instead of it being 1 year, it's 15 credits. And so I feel like I was misled, and I realized that Grand Rapids is a 2-hour drive, so it's 4 hours on the road. Chicago is a 2-hour drive, or I could just take the train and not have to drive at all, which is even better. that's way better because I can actually just sit on the train and study until it's time to get to class. So this, I'm going to seriously consider seeing if I can transfer into a Chicago school, possibly, because I would much rather take the train all the time than to have to drive. I'm a little annoyed because I really do like Cooley, and I don't want to put the time and energy into applying to new schools. But I'll consider the thought. So I just want to give a shout out to my friend Dory. I got to hang out with her tonight, and I missed that, so that was wonderful. And I often complain about the magnet in my phone, that it falls like that. See what just happened? It just happened. So Dory actually, because I was holding my phone all the time, it was a big mess, me trying to hold it. Dory got me this awesome thing that goes on my window, and so I can drive, and I don't have to hold my phone. And so it actually is amazing, and I appreciate it. The reason it doesn't work as well as it should is because I think I accidentally loosened the back, and the magnet you're supposed to like take off the tape and stick it to your case, and I just threw it in my case. It wasn't even on. It wasn't on. David was totally laughing at me. I just did a whole thing and it wasn't on. I thought it was interesting that he wanted to talk. And so my phone dropping on a regular basis on this very high-tech vlog is all my fault, and it's an amazingly thoughtful gift from my friend Dory. So thank you, Dory.